Right now, let's say this is plugged in right now, and everybody can hear what you have to say. Boil it down. What would you tell everybody right now if you could talk to everyone at once?
I'm an extraterrestrial. Now, I'm not an alien. I'm an original being. I'm a black light. I'm a being of black light. I'm an original melanite species. And we didn't come from the planet Earth. Look at my hair. You don't see nobody on this planet that got this type of grade of gas or ether texture right here. This is nothing but extraterrestrial. Curly, spiral, non-ethel, rugged naps, rugged greens, and everything else on Earth is different grades of ether, whether it's 6 ether, straight bird feather, like the Indians, they might got 7.1 bird feather. You know, that's you got beings that got fur for head. It's not really head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell you is my people didn't just come from the Earth, and the Earth really ain't called the Earth. And Africa ain't really called Africa. That's some Western philosophy terms meaning keep separate. And that's all Africa is now, is to keep separate, divided amongst itself. And it's the mother continent, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people mistake as being in poverty, when in reality, all the resources come from overseas. Now nothing grows over here in this country right here, but steel, you know what I'm saying? Steel mills, rock quarries, and that's all they got to offer.
Yeah.
It's hardcore steel stuff, hardware. For real, people need to be educated right now about the Earth's population of people, because we got different races on this planet that didn't come from this planet. I have no history with Hindus. There's never been a history of chocolate, this degree of chocolate right here that you see, or the darkest degree of chocolate, as opposed to the smoky, oily black Hindu complexion with straight jet black hair with jet black eyes. Now that's a total different species, and they arrived on this planet some couple eons ago or millenniums ago, or even you can take it back 1 million or 2 years ago.
Keep going, I'm listening.
So what I'm saying to you is the Native Americans, the Native American Indians, those are original, what they call so-called Indians. Indians come from India. You know what I'm saying? So therefore,
you mean like Dravidian, right? Like Aryan, Dravidian.
Exactly. Yeah. You know? Okay, that's my point. You on point with you. So what I'm saying is, like, you got Native Americans where they gave birth to all these Spanish people, you know what I'm saying, mixed with their Latin or European ancestors. Okay? So what I'm saying is those are original indigenous people. They had a science, you know what I'm saying, a earth science, a earth medicine science. They had their own zodiac science. They had their own animalistic correlation, you know what I'm saying, with the animals. They knew star patterns, you know what I'm saying? They could read clouds. They could also read bird patterns in the sky. They were in tune with nature. They had all of this stuff preserved over here in North America before the European came over here, the so-called European. There's no such thing as a European, first of all, because Europe doesn't produce people. Africa doesn't produce people. The land don't produce people. So you're identifying yourself with a geographical location. That's superficial identification, and that throws people off to what you really are.
Can people work themselves back into a state where they are back in touch with what they were before?
Only if they had a soul. If you don't have no soul, yo Slim, you're a destroyer. You're a death entity, and you are here to consume everything and anything that come in contact with you. There's no such thing as death. What they did was they merged, you know what I'm saying, the concept of life and death. They was on the threshold of life and death. They would induce themselves with real strong dosages of poisons from certain insects and certain animals. The most potent poisonous creatures, they'll take small portions of their venom, and they are concentrated into a serum, and they'll induce that or inject that in themselves until they can get closer and closer and closer. They didn't do it in a large amount. They did it real small until they built up a tolerance. But what it would get them so close to the borderline of life and death, they'll be right on the threshold in between, so they can communicate with their ancestors, communicate with the dead.
Bring it to a close.
Okay, what I want to say is to the Earth population, like I was saying before we left off or interrupted, you have to have a soul. And if you don't have a soul, you do not exist. You're just a ghost trying to make yourself the order when you aren't the order. You know what I'm saying? Nature is the order. And since you can't be a part of nature, you're going to make all these superficial technological devices and gadgets so you can seem more appealing than nature itself. Instead of making these flower beds all decorating ornaments, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna take nature, you know what I'm saying, natural grass and natural foliage and natural dense jungle vegetation, and you're gonna try to organize it into a way to where it looks like it's more important, like this sidewalk is more important than the grass. We're working on pavement thinking we're doing a righteous deed, you know what I'm saying? If I spit on this or take a urinate on this concrete, it has no substance, it has no power to it, but I'll get arrested, you know what I'm saying, because I'm disrespecting what this artificial being came along and set up. For real, come on, man, that's not even human. You know what I mean? Either you're human or you're not human. When you start behaving like that, you don't got no soul. So you can answer your own question about this European or this Caucasian thing you want to do. If you got soul, you know what I'm saying, you're going to act like a human being. And you ain't going to need to ask no questions or put no emphasis or do no extra overzealous type of treatment to an earth. Already you're going to start using medicines that come from the earth, like the roots, you know what I'm saying, the herbs and the plants, instead of using synthetic medicines that come from capsules with barcodes and stuff like that on it. It ain't doing no real healing. All it's doing is breaking the pain code mechanism, you know what I'm saying, in your body, this alarm clocks that let you know, you know what I'm saying, what's good and bad for you. You're breaking that. And you're cloaking, you know what I'm saying, the pain for a minute, you know what I'm saying, but you're not healing nothing. You're not getting to the root of it because you're not using no roots. You're scared of nature. You're protecting yourself from the forces of nature when the forces of nature are here to help you and protect you. Now, the earth has been here 5-point-some billion years, you know what I'm saying. How you going to get on the earth and start thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you can live independent of the earth? How idiocy, how soulless could you be? Are you human? Are you a part of the human family? Every race that came on this planet, you know what I'm saying, that was indigenous to the planets, you know what I'm saying, they utilized the forces of the planets. That's how all the other civilizations were so advanced. But this new form of technology, this ego, Western man, what you want to call Western man or Western woman, you know what I'm saying, hollow man or Halloween woman, you know what I'm saying, what they come with is, I can do it better and I'm going to do it different. I'm going to do it my way. I'm not going to acknowledge anybody else's historical facts about anything. I want to go out and investigate for myself and come up with the new and improved theory. Nah, man. See, that's isolation, separation, egotistical, and that's coming with a new world order, a new order. Why you need something new? What was wrong with the old sun cycle? What was wrong with the original indigenous way? You know what I'm saying? We never had race wars. There was no such thing as racism. Racism is really jealousy. That's what it is. You jealous of me because you're not this much melanin as me. You know what I'm saying? Melanin degree, meaning the chocolate, you know what I'm saying, potential, you know what I'm saying, that we have as an original with swag. When you don't got no swag, that's when a problem occurs. Because you can't fuck as good as me in bed, you know what I'm saying? You know, or you can't please a woman as good as me. So then you allow homosexuals to start marrying each other because you don't know what else to do with your phallus. So you start making guns in the form of phalluses. You start making, you know, torpedoes that look like penises, you know what I'm saying? You start making bullets that look like testicles or guns and stuff like that. That's scientific. That's some sick, you know, that's a sick mutant way of thinking. You're a mutant. You're not human. So therefore you're creating all these diseases. And then all these people that are sick, and then all these hospitals, you keeping them alive, you know what I'm saying, when you should just go ahead and put them out of their misery. Don't let them live on with this state of misery so you can get money off of it and manipulate it and stuff like that just to keep you in existence. That's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're rewarding the weak people and pushing the strong people back. They punishing the strong and rewarding the weak, and that's what's going on in suburbia right now. All of these weak people that ain't never, they're not. All of these Europeans out here, they're not worthy of what they got. You see what I'm saying? Because they didn't have to struggle for it or fight for it. You know what I'm saying? It was already given as a granted, as a birthright, just because they was white. So-called white. Well, white is the color of a t-shirt. White ain't the color of your skin. Your skin is an absence of pigmentation or a mutation of pigmentation. Like the shit that faded on Michael Jackson, missing in black ever since the 70s and the 80s. See what I'm saying? So that's what's wrong with people right now. They've been spoon-fed some garbage to say that McDonald's and Burger King and all these rich billionaire corporations are more important. So give your money to them, but yet you can't get nothing back after you spend $1,000 worth of your money, and you can't bring a receipt to any of these clubs, you know what I'm saying, say, can I get a free meal ticket? I've been supporting y'all, you know what I'm saying, you know, all throughout the year, you know what I'm saying, I got 1,000 receipts. Can I get a free?
I got like 10 seconds. Give me your name.
They're gonna say no, sir. We can't give you anything free. We're not. So that's parasites.
Give me your name, man. Give me your name.
My name is E.T., aka the extraterrestrial species representing the DMV. Peace. Can I ask you a question though?
Ask me.
Why did you feel the need to stop me from flowing when I was already doing that? Why would you put a new emphasis on what was already happening in progress?
Post-production, mostly.